Good morning, my friends. It's a nice day for a walk, so we're gonna go to Hollywood Boulevard and we're gonna check out some stars. I'm gonna point at one of them and then we're gonna find out who it is. This is a completely random thing. I don't know who it's gonna be when I do this, but this is it's a lovely morning. It's not raining, it's a little overcast, but that's all right. So yeah, so that's the plan. So you may be wondering, so what's happening, Kyle? How are you? How are things? How's Preacher 6 coming along? What's going on with the documentary project and all of that stuff? So I'm going to tell you what's happening. So right now, we're focusing completely on Preacher 6, which is fan-freaking-tastic. And thank you to one of our executive producers, Randy Kovac. We are going to be like dialed in on Preacher 6, getting the VFX done. And this is all super exciting. And so the documentary, you know, we're doing like I was doing like 50 documentaries in 50 weeks, and I will be picking that up. But right now, see, I'm only one person, so I can only really work on one project at a time. So now it's Preacher 6, and thank you for everyone that has contributed and help this thing happen. Thank you to all of my patrons. I have like 2 channel members. Thank you to the 2 channel members here. Mike Bybee, thank you, Mike Bybee. So yeah, we're doing the thing. That's what's happening right now. We're on a walk in Hollywood, gonna grab some coffee, and we're gonna look at a star, and then we're gonna find out who that is. So where are we, Kyle? We are at Sunset in Orange. This is right across the street from the Hollywood High School, and that is the famous In-N-Out Burger, of which I have In-N-Out burgers, and when I do, I have them protein style, and so good, so good. See, this is before the In-N-Out is open, so you can't go get anything. So I'm not gonna try to go get anything at In-N-Out right now because they're closed. You know, life. So yeah, so we're on Orange, the next major light. See, this high school takes up this entire block, and it's a pretty big block. And then right after we get to the end of this, it's just one short block to Hollywood Boulevard. So these scooters are pretty cool. They're everywhere, little rideshare scooters. They're fun. Do not ride on the sidewalk, but yet you get them on the sidewalk. You rent them on the sidewalk, but you can't ride it on the sidewalk. So I don't know how you're supposed to do that. Just like pick it up and levitate it over to the street. I don't know. It's a weird situation. I love these big giant trees. Pause for reflection. Big giant pine trees in Hollywood. Love it. This is the Roosevelt Hotel. That was a police helicopter just giving tours of the city, I'm sure. Hollywood Boulevard is directly in front of us. Now we are here, let's see, hang on just a second, I'll tell you what time it is. It is 9:26. Oop. Yeah, you can't see that anyway. It's 9:26, so the stores open at 10. So this is kind of the perfect time to be here. And by the way, if you're watching this, go ahead and click like on the videos, or this one. I have lots of my documentaries are also on this channel, so you can check that out in the feed. Documentaries, Haunted New Orleans, Haunted Lake Lanier, New York, all kinds of fun stuff. So go check it out if you like that sort of thing. All right, so Hollywood Boulevard. This is before Everything is open. This is kind of like, if you want to check out the theater, the Chinese theater with all the handprints and stuff like that, early is a good time to do it, because look, there's nobody over there. So get out here early and get some pictures and all that kind of cool stuff. Hard Rock Cafe. Yeah, see, there will be later on this street, you'll have all kinds of vendors and stuff like that all set up over here. Let's see, what are they playing there? Oh, Mission Impossible. Cool. So that's what they're playing at the theater, Mission Impossible. This is actually where they have the Academy Awards, across the street there. I've walked up the stairs many times on my walking videos. So, oh yeah, as I said, we are going to be looking down at a star here on this Walk of Fame. And I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to do it right now. So, okay. But first, all right, so Fred Thomson. Let's find out who Fred Thomson is.
Fred Thomson was one of the biggest silent film cowboy stars of the 1920s. At the height of his career, he rivaled Tom Mix in popularity, bringing action and adventure to the silver screen with his signature charm. He wasn't just a Hollywood cowboy, he was the real deal. A former minister and athlete, Thomson had a deep love for westerns and performed many of his own daring stunts, often alongside his beloved horse, Silver King. His films like The Sunset Legion and The Two Gun Man thrilled audiences with fast-paced storytelling and heroic feats, but sadly, his rising career was cut short when he passed away at just 38 years old. Today, Fred Thompson's star still shines on Hollywood Boulevard, a lasting tribute to a cowboy who rode straight into cinema history.
All right, so now we know who Fred Thomson is. Well, that's pretty cool. I like doing this kind of thing, you know, to kind of get to know who people are and why they have a star, because there's a bunch of them. There's thousands of, I don't know exactly how many there are. I should look that up. Hold on, let me look that up. Hey, that's pretty cool. So now we know how many stars there are on Hollywood Boulevard, at least as far as, you know, the internet says. So there could have been one added recently that's not included in that number, whatever that number is that I just said. But we're just gonna go with it, because there's no real way to know unless you're current time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The Haunted Roosevelt Hotel. Right here. You know, I might do a documentary about the Haunted Roosevelt Hotel. I think that just got added to my list. I'm not going to do that right now because, you know, the earlier conversation that we had about Preacher 6. But I'm putting that on the list because that's kind of a cool thing. So, yeah, I'll get in there, you know, on the low profile, get some footage inside there, like not walking around with a big, you know, GoPro like I am now, because, you know, they would say, excuse me, sir, you can't do that. And I'd be like, well, why not? And they'd be like, well, because I said so. And this is private property. So, but if I don't walk around with like a big camera, then who's gonna know anyway? I'm just like another tourist, you know, taking pictures in a public space. So, you know, because that's how that works. So, yeah. Hey, my friends, I hope you like these kind of videos. I think they're kind of fun to do. So every once in a while, you're gonna see these kind of things because they're fun to do and I like to do them. And there are some people that have said, yeah, I like those kind of things. So I appreciate that you do them. So if you do, click like on the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, you know, all the things that you do on YouTube to keep the YouTube algo rhythm going, because that's how that works. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you have a better tomorrow. And I'll see you on the next video.